it wasn't until I decided to take the steps to just dip my toe in the water and see what entrepreneurship would give me, because I was always an employee and I had never ever like been a business owner, and I was scared shitless. I was scared out of my mind to start my own business. But I started to dip my toe in the water. I started surrounding myself with people who were business owners and entrepreneurs, and I started just going out into the community and like meeting a bunch of people, right? And it's sort of like it helped me see that things were possible, right? And it wasn't until that year that I did that in 2016 that doors just started kind of opening up for me. And I didn't realize that more was possible. But I still held myself back. And I still continue to hold myself back for years and years and years, right? Because we believe it has to be hard in order to succeed. And we're all walking around thinking that how dare we do the thing that gives us the most joy in order to receive money, right? How dare we actually do something that's fun? Like, it can't be this fun. It has to be hard. Like, we're literally, our brain is trained to believe that work has to be hard and that we have to hate it. So therefore, when we start diving into things that are fun for us, things that are pleasurable, and then we like see it as an opportunity to earn money, whether that's for artists, creatives, whatever, like traveling and blogging or whatever it is that you want to do, right? Like, we believe that it's not possible because it has to be hard. Because how dare we be having fun and earning money? Like, that completely contradicts our belief system, right? So that's something that I have had to like grill into my mind over and over and over and over. That's literally my full-time job, is for me to continue to believe in myself. But I would rather, like, I'm gonna tell you right now, I would rather fucking spend my full-time day grilling into myself how worthy I am of receiving money for being myself, rather than someone else determining my worth, like a white male, for example, determining my worth at a corporation. I determine my own worth. You determine your own worth. You determine what it is that you want to do with your life. You determine whether you want to go to a job. You determine whether you want to sell things on the internet or locally or on Etsy, right? You can do whatever the fuck you want to do. And the thing is that it gets to happen. It gets to be easy. But we get in our own motherfucking way, because the moment that we start to believe, or the moment that it starts to look possible, like we start to get a hint of like, holy shit, this is possible. Like, I could actually make a living off of this, or I could actually make it big. We step on the brakes, we go on reverse, and we go the other way, right? And that has happened to me time and time again and again and again. And it is literally my daily job for me to talk myself out of this shit. It's our ego, right? Our ego's always going to tell us stories. Our ego's always going to remind us of what someone told us when we were children, or what society is telling us. And none of that is true. All of that is the farthest from the truth. You get to earn money and be fulfilled and receive just from being yourself, you know? But you are going to receive messages from society that are going to tell you that it's not possible, whether it's your mom or your cousins or your boyfriend or whatever, you know? And I know I'm talking about like earning money and starting a business or whatever, but this can be applied to anything. Like a love relationship, you can have a loving relationship that isn't a trauma bond where you guys are just spending your entire life fighting. Like, that's not necessary. That's not required. Like, you get to find somebody who loves you and who's gonna receive you and who's going to respect you. But your brain or other people are going to continue to tell you that that's not possible, right? They're going to continue to talk you out of it and like bring you down, and be more invested in your smallness than to be invested in your greatness, right? So are you going to listen to the people who are invested in your smallness, or are you going to listen to yourself and be invested in your own greatness, and invest in programs and things that are going to teach you to believe in yourself, right? Do you choose that, or do you choose to continue to invest in your own smallness and stay small, right? I can tell you, if I can tell you like over and over of stories where I have just been way more invested in my smallness, and I have believed that I have to go back to a job that I hate. I have gone, like, I've tried to go back, but my blood is entrepreneur. Like, I cannot have a regular job. And this doesn't mean that this has to be true for you, right? I'm telling my story and hopefully you can relate. But I know that I am not going to be happy at a job, and I am like deeply unfulfilled by somebody telling me what to do. I am a leader. I'm a very independent woman. I'm a creative. I'm a fucking CEO. Like, that's what I'm here to do, right? And that's what fills me up. It lights me up to help women on the internet every fucking day and show up and help you believe in yourself. Like, that's what I know I was put on this earth to do. But if I had never allowed myself, if I had stayed at the job or stayed in the relationship, I had a relationship who the person wouldn't support me and my dreams, right? He was like completely against every fucking idea I had, and it was like, you're fucking stupid, it's never gonna work, here we go again with another crazy idea. And the relationship that I'm in now, and this isn't to say that you have to have a relationship that's going to be supportive, like as long as you support yourself and obviously surround yourself with people who believe in you as well. But it doesn't have to be like a romantic person who's like encouraging you. But for me, that's what I wanted, right? Like, I wanted a partner, a lifelong partner and relationship. So the partner that I attracted as soon as I decided to is now a person who's super fucking supportive in all of my endeavors, right? Yesterday, it was Sunday evening, and we literally spent like 3 hours on our bed talking about my business and my ideas and like my next my business plan for the next quarter. And it was just like, what the fuck? Like, I had a whole freaking coaching session with my fiance without even like asking for it. Like, we were just talking about my business because he fucking supports me and I support him as well. We were talking at the beach as well. I was talking to him about his ideas and his like big vision for the future. And you know, it's crazy because we discovered that he's an entrepreneur as well, and he just has been kept small, right? He's just been told that he has to work hard in order to make a living, and that's what he believed. And unfortunately, that's what I used to believe. That's what we all believe. That's what you might be sitting around thinking, believing. So the biggest thing that I can tell you is start to ask yourself, start to look really, really deep within and start to ask yourself, if I could do anything I fucking want in this world before I die, what would it be? Like, for service to others, right? For money, for work, right? Your deep fulfillment here on earth, like being of service. And maybe that's, you know, it's different for everybody. So the point is to get really, really honest with yourself and ask yourself, what is it that I would actually be doing? If I could do anything I want, if nobody would be mad at me, if nothing was wrong, if nothing meant anything bad about me, what would I be doing? And the first answer that bubbles up, that has got to be your answer. And the first thing right after that, you might start thinking like, well, that's too easy. No one's going to pay me to do that. And that's the belief, that's the limiting belief that you need to overcome, because that is a lie. That's the biggest bullshit, that it's too easy. If it's too easy, that's exactly what you're supposed to be doing. It should be too easy, right? But nobody tells us that. Everybody tells us that it has to be hard. It's actually, it gets to be easy. So the first answer that bubbled up, the one that felt easy, the one that felt like it's a love story, like you get to be in flow, oh my god, you get to enjoy your kids and enjoy your life, that's your answer. That's your answer. That's what you're meant to be doing. Allow yourself, though. Allow yourself, right? And I wouldn't be able to go on to say this, that's the work. Like, that's the daily work. I've been having to do that work, or I get to do that work for the last 4 years to get me to where I am now in order to believe in myself. Because for 4 fucking years, I didn't believe in myself, and I kept teeter-tottering, wanting to go back to a job that I hate, wanting to do something else, like trying to get part-time work, trying to do the hard stuff, trying to do other things that don't fulfill me. Stop. No. You get to do what comes easily. And the moment that I allowed myself to do that, that's when the clients started coming in. They perceived my energy. They saw that I'm having fun. They saw that I love what I do. And everybody was like, how can I pay you? How can I pay you to be around your energy? So it's the same thing with you. That's how it works. What society's telling you are lies. Don't believe the lies that it has to be hard. Allow yourself to believe in more and allow yourself to go after it. Okay? And follow me on all the social medias at Imperfectly Vibrant on Instagram, Facebook, my podcast on iTunes and Spotify and Castbox and all the places, and imperfectlyvibrant.com. I love you. Bye.